Oh yeah, they were way in the distance. Way.
More than once, but usually they'll answer to that.
We're going to get kicked off that turkey, come charging across the river. Hopefully I'll be able to get a video of him one morning on Morty. Marty, calm down, baby. I gotcha. Where's that Wizzy? Honey.
Stuck on the screen?
Yeah.
You got him?
Yeah. How are you doing, buddy? Wizzy. Come on, Wizzy.
Wizzy.
Come on, Wizzy. Come on, Wizzy. So what do you think? I'm not in the bedroom to let you in, Dink. I'm right here.
Oh, you were hanging in the bedroom?
Yes, because he does that sometimes in the summer at night. He'll come to that window when we're sleeping, wanting in. You want to go in? Come on, Wizzy.
Morty. Wizzy. Karl's like, I wish you would have told me earlier, I would have come down. I'm like, we didn't even fucking start till after 9. I think that's him now, yeah. Guys, you're not going to believe this. Karl came out after dark. He was like, I wish you would have told me earlier, I would have come down. I was like, it's only 10 o'clock and we didn't start till after 9. Unbelievable. Sure, he's looking everywhere. I can see his flashlight going side to side. We were betting you won't come out after dark anymore.
Well, you lose. Pay up.
Watch the court.
And I can see the cord too. At least for now.
And you still stepped on it.
No, I hit it with my left.
Yeah, plugged it.
Cool. You like my little?
Yeah, it's quite right. I tape off one side of it.
Or shut it off altogether.
Oh, I gotta find this. How's that? Is that better?
I need it.
God damn it.
Down on the ground. 8 feet.
How the fuck did that get wrapped in that piece of wood?
Don't blame me. I didn't do it.
Surprised I didn't melt it.
I didn't leave that.
No matter what you do, you get wrapped on your feet.
I have my furnace done 60 all winter.
Why?
Because I heated my whole house. I heated my house for the whole winter for under $500. I still have a full tank of propane for next summer.
So what? If you're not comfortable, what purpose does it serve?
I was fine. Had a blanket on me in the chair.
See?
Well,
You shouldn't have to sit in your own house wrapped up in fucking blankets with 9 layers on it.
No.
You should be comfortable. comfortable in your home.
Harley comes and does this to me. And it's like, if he sits in the wrong spot, I'm sweating.
The house was always so fucking cold, too, because they built that addition on the side of it. And that furnace was not upgraded. So the furnace was too small for that house. And then that the addition that they put on it was a sunroom, so it was solid windows all the way around.
Oh, jeez.
And it was fucking freezing. Like, the children are turning blue, Debbie.
Yeah, Cherie complains for about the first 4 days in the winter. After that, she adjusts just fine.
See, at nighttime, that's fine. But like I said, I don't want to wear, I don't want to have to wear long johns and 3 sweaters in my own home.
Right. Walk much?
No, not anymore.
She also used to make Kool-Aid with half a cup of sugar.
Oh, God. Why?
She didn't want the kids having that much sugar. And when I would make it, Teresa, I was like, hey, Tracey, how come your Kool-Aid tastes so much better than my mom's? Because I actually follow the directions. And then I said, what do you do to your Kool-Aid? And then she told me. My best friend Laura, her sister, was making mac and cheese one time. And she's sitting there. I'm like, is it done yet? She goes, well, I don't know. Is it supposed to thicken up or something? And I looked at it and I'm like, did you drain the water after you cooked the noodles? No. Well, if you boil it for 6 or 7 hours.
The noodles will be pureed.
Well, I hate to break this to you. Where does it say you have to drain the noodles? Right there. She's a judge now.
When I had my hernia surgery, the day after I had my hernia surgery, or the morning after I had my hernia surgery, I spent the night trying to sleep in a recliner because I knew I couldn't straighten out. She got eggs out. For some reason, my eggs freeze.
Your refrigerator's too cold.
Nothing else ever freezes.
But if your eggs are freezing, your refrigerator's too cold. I had to turn mine down because mine were doing the same thing.
But, so I just put them out and let them sit for like a half hour before I cook breakfast.
Are you keeping them in the container?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never had them freeze in the container.
Well, I buy by the case. There's the flats that hold 2.5 dozen. I get
That's why.
2 flats.
That's why they're open completely on the top. If you have them in a sealed container, that won't happen.
But so Cherie got the eggs out, and we're sitting there, we're watching TV, and it's like, Cherie, help me up. She's like, well, no, whatever you need, I can do it. Just tell me what you need. It's like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, okay, I can't do that. And she helped me out. I walked over to the stove, started cooking breakfast. She's like, I thought you said you had to go to the bathroom. No, I lied. She's like, I can cook eggs. It's like, no, you'll do it wrong. And I cooked us both breakfast.
And that right there, I would have gone, well, then, you know what? You can cook everything, because I'm done now. You do it wrong. Well, Mike at work, it's so funny because he had that shoulder surgery, and they wanted him to go for physical therapy. He came back to work. He's like, this is the best physical therapy that there is. And when he first started, like 2 weeks ago, he couldn't lift his shoulder like farther than this.
Oh, God.
And now he's like, up. He's like, look.
Yeah, when I had my ATV accident, after I got the cast off, I was like that. And it's like, okay, first things first. I got this wood on the wall with notches. Put your fingers on here and walk them up the walls until you feel pain. It's like, okay, I'm out of notches for the life. But it's like I couldn't lift my arm this high.
Yep. Yep. And he's just like, this is the best physical therapy there is. Because I go back to the doctor on the 11th, I think he's going to be stunned. What have you been doing your physical therapy? Fake. They said he could go back to work, but no lifting, no this, no that, and he's like,
The first time I had hernia surgery, I was working Chrysler at the old plant, and I told my boss I was getting the surgery. We went out for a Christmas holiday. Christmas was on a Sunday. Monday morning I had the hernia surgery. Friday I couldn't stand up straight still. Tuesday I walk into work. My boss looked at me and it's like, did you have the surgery? I'm there, yeah. It's like, you're a better man than I. You're going to work with Dennis. Okay, he's in charge. Do what he says. Dennis looks at me, sit. No. I'm here to work. I'm not just here to get a paycheck. I'll do everything I can, but I'm going to be slow.
well, see, his whole thing with his shoulder, they're not really concerned about him damaging it. They just don't want him to rip the stitches that are in his muscles.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like it would feel pleasant.
I made it till lunchtime. I told my boss I was in pain and wanted to leave. He's like, you know what? I didn't think you'd make it this long. Have a nice day. Right after I left, a coworker ran up to HR and told him I had surgery over the holiday. Next day, my boss's boss is down there.
You have to have a doctor's note clearing you to work.
Yeah, but the next day, my boss's boss is down there. What are you doing here? It's Wednesday. We always work on Wednesday. So where's your note? What note? And it's like I didn't know I needed a note to come back from Christmas vacation or Christmas break.
So you need a note they can't, or else they can be held liable.
Yeah. Well, we went back and forth for like 20 minutes, and he kept asking me questions, and they were just vague enough where I could answer them, but not say, yes, I had surgery. And he's not that bright. He finally looked at me and said, did you have surgery during the Christmas break?
Well, you can't really ask that because that's HIPAA. That's why you would be the age.
Yeah. Well, okay. They told me I couldn't come back without a doctor's note. Fine. I went and got a doctor's note. Doctor's like, what do you want? Okay, fine. No continuous standing, no continuous sitting, no up and down, no continuous walking. They put me on like a 2-pound lifting limit. No stairs. No leaning, no stretching, no reaching.
Not working.
I came into work very end of the shift. I came in the next day. I walked up to my boss. I handed him the note. He looked at it. He laughed. And I, good luck. And I went back to my regular job. My boss found out who ran to HR and told them. Because my boss had worked it out. He put a guy with me that could do the job by himself. And if I wanted to, I could sit on my ass all day.
But you still need that note.
Yeah.
So the company's not liable. We had to get a note from Mike, from his doctor, saying that he was cleared to work before he was allowed back.
There's no new bear sightings.
Aw.
That's good, though. I don't want him to be seen every night because somebody will drag him down and kill him. Stay in the woods there.
I keep watching out on my little peninsula, see if he shows up there.
He's still around, he's just not being seen.
Yeah. John was telling me he got a phone call from a friend of his, and he wanted to go on the peninsula, look for a bear. And John's like, no. Apparently, according to him, his insurance is real pricky about people being on that peninsula.
What peninsula?
Right across the river from me?
Peninsula?
Yeah.
The riverbank.
Well, no, because there's a long, narrow peninsula there. Because the road doubles back, or the river doubles back and turns, and then follows Oxbow again. So there's a narrow peninsula in there. Probably as deep as my yard. Maybe a little bit deeper.
What the fuck do you care if somebody goes out there?
But John came home from work, and he took a pistol with him. He went out there, and they found bear tracks on that peninsula.
Why did they take a pistol with them? The bear's not going to bother you. It's just a next bear.
Well, the guy said grizzly. He thought he saw a grizzly.
He didn't. There are no grizzly bears in Michigan.
Or something. It wasn't a black bear.
It was a black bear.
What else is there in Michigan?
Black bears. That's all there is in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
There are no grizzly bears in Michigan.
Oh, I know for a fact they did find bear tracks.
It's just a black bear.
Yeah.
He's fucking adorable.
Yeah.
I never wanted to jump out of the car and hug something so bad in my life. Oh my God, was he cute. Especially when he sat down and yawned. Big old tongue hanging out. Oh my God. He sat down just like a person.
Yeah, I hear him.
With somebody running two dogs. There's more than one.
Well, somebody in the business had more than one dog.
No, that's way in the distance.
Yeah.
That's somebody running two dogs.
Out of pure luck.
On the Grand National, they had an electronic power boost brake system. And if the fuse blew, you had no brakes.
Oh, nice.
The guys in the shop went, oh, you're testing out the brakes? Let Tracey drive it. They always blow on her. I can't tell you how many Grand Nationals driving along, hit the pedal, brake, rock hard pedal. Just going, okay, please God, stop, please. Coming up to the train tracks going, and they don't get a phone call. Yeah, I'm in the park. Yeah, come pick me up. Yeah, it blew again. And literally the pedal was rocked. You could not push the pedal. It was just that really good about pulling the emergency brake. Release and hitting the emergency brake. When you stop that way. Who invents a brake system that when the fuse blows you lose your brakes?
GM.
They weren't really concerned with the Grand National stopping. They wanted them to go.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want brakes. You want it to go.
Well, where I worked, right next to us was Sears Drive, and it was literally a dead-end, quarter-mile long road.
Nice.
This was a mistake to put next to a dealership. Because nobody drove down it because the only thing down there was the Sears distribution center. So, like, after 5 o'clock in the evening, it was deserted.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. There was, I was having weird
Hi. Hi. Do you remember us? Okay, Betty. Eating.
Right him up with this.
I don't want to learn about too much. I get scared when I want to.
We have a raccoon visitor.
Oh,
I can't see.
I know.
Put the light on him.
He's gonna run away.
So what?
Hi. Do you remember us? Did you used to come here when you were a baby? I think you used to come here when you were a baby.
Oh, I don't think you should.
No, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Dog.
Must have got a look at Karl.
That could be.
Dogs are getting closer.
Well, that one night, Karl, we were sitting out here, and well, it was just me.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, and I hear this dog getting closer and closer, and I'm like, look, and all of a sudden this dog comes busting through and landed in the river, and like stopped and looked around, and then turned around and went back into the woods praying. I'm like, what else, coon dog?
Microphone, it only sounds like one.
Well, no, Karl, that one night when Abby was running around with Katie, the Bigfoot, her sister.
I don't know either of those. Oh, okay.
Abby was a big gold, you know, she was a yellow lab, and Katie was a little lemon diesel. And I'm laying there one night, and I wake up and I hear, I'm, you know, laying right by that window, and I hear, I'm like, what the hell is that? And all of a sudden I hear, woof, woof, oh, I'm like, and I open the door, and there's Katie and Abby. It's pouring rain, and they are both just soaked. So of course I left them in the house. It's the middle of the night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I just let them in the house, and they both just laid down and went to sleep. They were soaking wet. That's it. They didn't want to go all the way home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back it up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You got your little flashlight? Leave me the little flashlight if you have it. I'm not even shining it at you.
I know, but it's too bright. Damn.
Where's the little one? Take this thing too. Come on, Sophie.
Come on, Charles. That's just the most perfect little moon.
What's that?
That moon. It's perfect.
No.
Shelby. Come on, Charles.
Of course. Now he does. Now
Shelby.
he listens like a cat.
Come on, Shelby, let's go.
Come on, Charles.
Come on, Shelby. I'll give him. You should both. Both.
Okay, I'm out of here.